In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with the GoPiGo and run your first Python program on it. I've already built the GoPiGo at this point. I've got it connected to the local network, and I've got it connected to the same local network that I have my Mac on. First step is I'm going to test that, make sure that it's on the same network by going into Bash, and we'll open up the command line on the Mac. Almost exactly the same steps on a PC, and we'll ping it, and we'll make sure that the GoPiGo is actually on the same network. I've got the GoPiGo on the same network. We're both connected to a local area network over Wi-Fi. I'm just going to verify that I can actually talk to it. So I've opened up Bash. You'd open up the command line if you're using Windows. Same command. We're just going to type out, highlight it, and we're going to type out ping Raspberry Pi.local. So this is working because I've connected it already to the Wi-Fi network. I'm using the Dexter Industries image, which already has Avani and has the IP name as Raspberry Pi.local. If I were to not be running Avani, or I have it registered as Raspberry Pi.local, I could go ahead and Control C out of that, and I would have to know the IP number, which is 192.168.1.10, but I could also ping it there. The GoPiGo, I know we're on the same network. I'm going to go ahead and start VNC so I can log into the Raspberry Pi. So again, on a Mac, these steps are almost all the same as on a PC, but I'm going to go ahead and start VNC Viewer. And I'm going to log into Raspberry Pi.local on port 1, and we'll be able to see the desktop of the Raspberry Pi. I'm going to go ahead and agree. And since I'm using a standard Dexter Industries image, the password is Raspberry. There we go. This is just clean this up a little bit, and we'll full screen to the terminal. Sorry, I'll show you that real quick. Terminal, usually on the Dexter Industries image, is on the upper right hand. I'll open LX terminal and full screen that, and sort of show you this on the desktop as well. But what I'm going to try to do now is go into the software examples for GoPiGo and run a couple of Python tests. So that would be under GoPiGo. And if you go under GoPiGo, under software, and then under Python, we're going to see a couple of examples. We're going to see the basic test all, which will allow us just to run a couple of motors. And then we also have a bunch of projects under examples, but we're going to stay under the Python area under basic test all, since we're just going to try to, the point of this tutorial is just to get up and running with Python as quickly as possible. So we'll change directories. We'll go CD desktop. Since we're at home, we're going to go to CD desktop, GoPiGo, software, Python, and then we'll list the files that are in there. Then we'll go ls, and we see the same files here. So let's run our basic test all.py. So to run a Python command, I'm going to type in sudo. I need to be sudo to run some of the GPIOs. I'm going to run basic test all. Oh, sorry. I'm going to type in Python first. So sudo python basic test all.py. And we're left with entering in some commands here. So if we type in L, that'll make the LEDs blink on and off. We can make the motors run forward and backwards by typing W or X to stop, or S to go backwards, again X to stop. So here's the GoPiGo running. Try the LEDs real quick. Try L again. LEDs. We'll try forward. Turning a little bit. And that's it. That's the first way, that's the easiest way to get started with Python and the Raspberry Pi and robotics using the GoPiGo.